Howdy folks, Jay Boone down here from Emerald City Guitars in Seattle, and I'm here with my pick of the day. Today I have a really great guitar. As you can see, it's in an old brown Gibson case, so what do you expect to see? What we have here is an original 1953 Gibson Les Paul that has been converted to a 1957. So the obvious differences being two humbuckers rather than the P90s, and a two-pneumatic bridge rather than the wraparound. So a good buddy of mine had picked this up, and when he bought it, the route had already been done on this guitar. So he decided he wanted to just go all the way and make this as good as it could be, and as true as he could to an early 57 Les Paul standard with the black plastic. Later they went to a cream-colored plastic on most of these guys. So he purchased an entire early 57 set of PAFs, so no label on those, and he got the whole wiring harness and everything. So the pots, the wiring harness, the pickups, the covers, the black pickup rings, all original from 57, including the knobs, and he put it in this guitar. At the same time, he found himself a black pickguard from a 68 Les Paul, and the selector switch ring here is also from a 68, but it looks really good and completes that whole visual on the early 57 Les Paul look. When he bought this guitar, it had a headstock repair on it, and the back of it had been completely oversprayed, so thus the dark look here. I'm assuming that was done when the headstock repair was done because it's obviously been on there a long time. He also, at that time, picked up some late 50s Clouson tuners, which match up very well with this, and comes with the original 53 covers on the back here for the pickup selector and the control cavity. You flip it over here, original 57 switch with a repro switch tip. That looks great, looks ancient. An original 50s two-pneumatic bridge. The tailpiece is a repro, not an original 50s part, but looks great. I mean, they match up really well, and visually it's really cool. The original strap buttons and pick guard bracket were left over from the original 53 Les Paul, so those are intact. Of course, the Brazilian fretboard on this guy is outstanding and original. Been refretted probably at least a couple times. The binding is in great shape, as you can see. The neck just feels great. Frets are done very well. And the original truss rod cover from the 53 Les Paul is still intact. This guitar is really very lightweight and well balanced, and man, those old PAFs with this aged body just sound fantastic. The top, you can look at this and you can see some slight orange peeling in this, so I am pretty certain that this guitar was oversprayed many years ago. But it just has that kind of look to it that we see at a lot of oversprays. It just looks great with the old green there. I'm sure you can still see the original finish, obviously, through the overspray, but you see that a lot in these old Goldtops with the arm laid over there and a reaction from the skin really turn that green. Just all in all, man, a really, really cool example of a conversion. And the best thing about this guitar is it doesn't cost $100 grand. A lot of guys are doing this. They're taking the old 50s Les Pauls and turning them into a humbucker guitar, and with great results. And this is just an awesome example that has the look, has the feel, and has the sound of that era. And so all the right parts are there, all the components are there, man. So it's ready to rock. Today, I have a very special guest, Danny Godinez, great guitar player from the Seattle area. Danny's going to do a demo with this guitar through this Roadhouse 45, which is a replica of a narrow panel tweed bassman. And these are hand built down in Portland, Oregon. They sound great. So I'm sure Danny's going to just make this guitar shine through that. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Danny Godinez. So there you have it, my pick of the day. A 1953 original Gibson Les Paul converted to a 1957 PAF Les Paul. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.